Hey guys, welcome to Blind Girl Vlogs. Today we're coming to you in 5.9K. Yay! Hey guys, I said we would be coming to you in 5.9K. Now, I don't know what that means, but I'm going to ask him indoors to explain a little bit more.
Okay, hand me the microphone. You need to smile as I'm explaining. What it means is we've only got 22 minutes on our 0.5 terabyte hard drive on the recorder. It's actually 5.9K ProRes RAW. Now, you're not seeing that option on YouTube because you're probably seeing a maximum of either 4K or 1080p. That's not a problem. But what it means is that we can come out here, it's towards the end of the day, and whatever the conditions, your face should be visible and not blown out. And it means that all of the data the camera's recording is going into a silly expensive monitor recorder, and that we can record in very, very good quality indeed. So I'm going to pass this back to you, Blind Girl Vlogs, because we're going to do a little bit of Q&A today, aren't we? So let me pass you the mic.
Thank you. Yes, Q&A it is. I know you guys really like to know a little bit more about me, so I thought that I would do another one of these Q&As. So, let's kick it off then.
First question is why? Why do you need to record in 5.9K RAW?
Good question. Why do I? Because it looks better, I'm told. Is that right? Is that the correct answer?
Yeah, we're trying to make it professional, aren't we?
Yes.
Okay, so this one here, first question comes from Phil in Lincolnshire. How do you make sure that you're wearing the right clothes and they don't clash on colours in the morning?
I love this question, and this is something I get asked a lot by people. How do you know what fashion items are out there? How do you know how to put your clothes together and what outfit looks really good? And yeah, you're always colour coordinated. Well, that's good because I'm only wear black. However, I am trying to make sure that I do look a little bit different and wear a bit brighter colour clothing just to match my personality. How do I do it? So I've got a number of different ways I do it. The old way, which I used to do, was I had a colour detector which actually detected up to 12 different colours, which is great. But the problem is when you want to wear colours and patterns and stuff like that, that doesn't detect it. So what I use is either an app called Be My Eyes, which pairs me up with one of their amazing volunteers who will then tell me what pattern it is, what colour it is, and whether it looks good. Or I just ask one of my family members, and usually I know what the material is and what sort of top it is by memory.
Ah, very clever. Now, another lady asks you a question. This one comes from Stephanie in Glasgow. Okay, I'll stop doing the accents now from behind the camera, down the lens as I am. And she wants to know, it's probably been a long time since you've been on a date, but what sort of things do you think of when it comes to dressing very appropriately for such an occasion?
Oh, wow. Yeah, I think this one I generally would ask advice from my sisters because I like to know that I'm going to be looking okay and not too, sexy or too kind of flirtatious because I don't want them to get the wrong idea or the wrong impression. So I want to make sure that I look like really nice, but not over the top. So I generally would stick to, I suppose, skinny jeans, black skinny jeans with a nice top, or a dress with a little bolero. So something that looks sophisticated and elegant and classy, but not too tarty.
What's wrong with looking sexy?
Well, I don't want to give them the wrong impression. I want to give a good impression, but not one that's kind of like I'm easy and want to get laid.
Yeah, I don't believe that would be true for a moment.
No, of course not.
You're not really dating at the moment. So what advice would you give, though, just to follow up? And we've got Jenny here down in Cumbria, wants to know what sort of advice would you give a blind woman about making sure that, without sending the wrong message, but making sure that you look good?
I think, actually it comes from like confidence within. Making sure that your clothes are ironed is definitely one of those things because you don't want to go there and you've got creases in. So I think that's a really good one. Knowing what colours go with which and actually having someone who's sighted, even if they're on the end of a video call or FaceTime, just to get their opinion of whether it looks good. Try the outfit on beforehand so then someone can give you that advice. But I would always say, if you're going out to impress, you want to make sure that you look okay. So whether you've got makeup on or your hair, I think for confidence, just ask somebody who's sighted. It doesn't have to be in your household because you might not live with anyone, but just ask a family member or friend. Always good to get that advice.
Steve-O wants to know, and you can answer this one. With him indoors, did you have a first date horror story, or was it nice?
I suppose it was a bit of both. No, actually, no, I tell a lie. It was quite nice, actually, because I was actually staying with my family, and we decided that we'd meet up after many months of me nagging him to say, when are we going to meet up? We eventually did, and we met up by Big Ben. How romantic is that? Although he was about half an hour late, but, you know.
I was in Downing Street.
I don't care. You know, what's more important? Your future date and potentially future wife, which... yeah, but no, it was lovely. And then we went looking for a restaurant that he had kind of like mapped out in his mind. Oh, I'm going to take her to
Bar and Grill.
That's it.
Or in fact, it was
Or it was
Brown's.
Brown's actually.
Not
And he's like, he kind of like put a lot of effort into thinking, where am I going to take her? Got out a good lump of money to kind of like splash out and impress me. And anyway, we couldn't find this place, but we found a beautiful little tapas, Spanish tapas place. And yeah, we had everything we wanted, didn't we? Loads of different sorts of things to eat, and it was just a really nice evening. And he said, I'll play mother, and he dished it all up, very sweet and romantic. And then the bill came, and it was quite good. Pardon? And he paid the bill.
I took out £140 for
Yeah.
dinner, and it came to £24 something.
Yeah, £24, which I think is wow, is pretty impressive. And then the rest of the money went on a hotel night room.
What are you suggesting? I'm going to come stand next to you a minute. I'm not
It
unshaven.
did, didn't it?
'Cause she once said to me, why don't you come on camera? I said, well, I'm ugly, and also look at me, I'm unshaven. I've got the microphone a minute.
Hi, Kat.
But, so hopefully it's out as wide as it goes. I love our camera setup. It's so cool.
I do, but anyway, let me finish the story. So
how embarrassing is this going to get?
Okay.
I thought we stopped at the hotel room.
No, so we booked a hotel room, and I told my gran that I was staying out with my sister, and we're having such a good night. We just kind of booked a room. Yeah, I lied. I hope you're not watching, Gran, or any of my family members. Shh, just quiet, okay?
I don't know what you're suggesting happened.
Yeah, well, I was just a colleague of Sean's. We got a taxi from the restaurant to this particular hotel, and they said, yeah, my colleague. Yeah.
Oh, it's a slip of the tongue.
Yeah, slip of the
At
tongue,
least it
yeah.
would be.
Yeah, that wasn't the only tongue. Anyway, so yeah, moving on to the next question.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've got Penelope. That's an old-fashioned name.
That is,
isn't
I
it?
like that name though, Penelope.
From Leatherhead in Surrey. Wants to know, when it comes to Braille, how do you use it?
I use Braille in lots of ways. So for me, I like to take notes. If I'm in a meeting, I like to have notes. I like to be able to follow agendas to make sure that I don't miss any points, and I want to be able to read over the minutes. And I think it's a really important point, actually, that we can be included in any of our meetings, especially when at work, or even if you're at college or university, you can be really discreet with Braille, and that's what I love about it. Is there are so many different Braille devices out there. So I use it to take notes. I use it to read minutes. I also use it to bullet point certain things if I just want to write a shopping list. So I use Braille all the time. I don't read. Hello, Kat. I don't read volumes and volumes of Braille. I've become really lazy, but those are the areas in which I use Braille in my everyday life.
Next question comes from Sean in Hertfordshire. Can we wrap up soon? Because I'm sure the camera battery was quite low when we started, but I want to come and show you my old... Well, it's next door's cat.
Hi, Curb. Hello. Hi, Puss. Aww.
It was biting me. It's saying hello,
Ouch.
but it was biting me, weren't you?
Aww,
cover
he's
my
such a
face for me?
cute little puss.
Yeah.
I
So
love
listen,
it. It's got a little bell on it as well.
let us know. I tried to ask. Good or bad, but we like positive as well as negative.
Yeah, we do.
Let us know how this looks. It's on autofocus. Let me just show you the zoomy thing again. That was quite good. Because when you're talking,
Yeah.
we've got it marked down exactly. So you can zoom in and zoom out. That's the range of this lens. So all the way in is there, and all the way out is there. So as long as you do it just before the way in and out, then we should get you nice and zoomed in and out so it looks all good. Is anybody else other than me interested in how that might look?
I don't know. I am interested. I am interested when people come to the channel that they're getting a good view. And obviously we're still testing it out, and we're still experimenting, and practice makes perfect and all that. But
if you point the microphone towards me, one thing we like, we've got a really flash tripod that we can't really show you at the moment. So I've got exactly marked out where it is, so I know that I'm going to come back to exactly that point. But we can we do proper things. So it's pointed up to the sky, and we can kind of tilt it down to you and it locks back into where it was, or we can keep it completely still and I can go sideways, and again it's locked off to the point, so when it gets to where it was, it uses me anyway, so we can move it round and round.
That's great. He's easily amused. Now,
what do you think of it anyway? That's what we want to know.
Yeah, I'm going to throw a question out to you guys, so let me know in the comments below. When restrictions allow and when we're able to fly, where is the first place that you think, I want to go there, I want to go and travel? Let me know in the comments below, because I want to get as many places and, well, people's thoughts and opinions of where they would like to go. And actually, how do you feel about travelling when
How do you
COVID?
feel about wrapping up before the battery goes?
Yeah, let's go.
We're going to catch you later. Subscribe!
Subscribe! Love you! Kisses!